This is Benelli's Demise. Welcome back to probably the last Foul Hunter gun review on a Benelli gun, because we're not going to own another one of these.
Not happening.
So, Benelli, their demise, this is why.
All right, what's going on, guys? So this is going to be the last of the Benelli shotgun reviews that we're going to be doing. So before we get started, I just want to tap into a quick, brief history. For you guys don't know, I'm sure a lot of you guys already know about just the overall history of Benelli. So, and strictly the Super Black Eagle 3. So way back when, 30 years ago or so, Benelli came out with the H&K Super Black Eagle. And then in the 90s, they transitioned over to the Super Black Eagle 2. And now we're in the Super Black Eagle 3 of shotguns from Benelli. So let's just start off with the major issues that we've seen and we've had and everything like that with the Benelli Super Black Eagle 3.
Yeah, so I believe that this gun, the Super Black Eagle 3, is the demise of Benelli. I don't believe they're going to sell guns like they used to. I don't think people are going to flock to them like they used to. And for good reason, in our opinion. I mean, this is going to be the last video because...
Good old Trout here.
Because we're not going to own it.
We got Trout outside of camera.
And one of the biggest issues that I see with this gun is it's just flat out not shooting. It's not hitting what people are pointing it at. And it's not just us. I mean, just look at the internet, Google it, YouTube it. That will just flood all the searches possible that the gun's shooting high, the gun's not hitting target. What am I doing? Am I holding my gun wrong? It's crazy.
And if you think about it, and I read a good article the other day, and they brought up these points, and I was like, wow, wouldn't really think much about it. But if we tap into the whole shooting high thing and the point of aim, if a lot of these guns shot 6 to 8+ inches above the point of aim, they'd be considered defective. I mean, right?
Yes, absolutely.
I mean, if you're 8 inches above the point of aim, to me that would be considered a defective gun, regardless if it's designed to shoot high or not. If you're that high, and I mean at 10, 15 yards, what's it look like when you go out to 20, 40, 60 yards? Yeah. So I mean that's a problem. That's a big problem.
That's a big problem.
And I don't know about you. I mean, you've got the Super Black Eagle 2. Do you think the problem got worse with the 3?
I couldn't answer that for sure. All I know is we've had major issues that we knew we had them, but we didn't quite understand it until we both started patterning side by side.
Well, yeah.
And really changing shells and really tried the fixes, sending guns back, bringing them to gunsmiths. And once we really grasped what was going on, I mean, both those guns just shoot terrible.
It's like we knew we had a problem, we just didn't know the extent.
Yeah, and we didn't quite understand it yet. And now we're starting to realize that, I mean, the Comfort Tech is a difference that I have in my gun. You have in your gun, they even exaggerated even more.
Yeah.
They didn't quite have this stuff in the 1 or the original 2s that came out.
Yeah. When this gun first hit the market, they just had a regular standard stock on them.
Mm-hmm.
And, I'd be really curious to actually pattern my dad's gun. So my dad shoots the classic, the H&K SBE. And, next time he comes out, we might have to have him bring it and just shoot it on paper, just because I'm curious now.
Yeah.
Okay, so besides the gun shooting high and, there's the Comfort Tech system. Benelli really advanced the Comfort Tech system in the 3s. They came out with the Comfort Tech 3 that had really large chevrons. a spot right there on the top of the stock to where you put your cheek weld, a really nice, flexible versus the two that was tough. And you know, I mean, there's been some talk on the internet, and you know, you can only trust the internet so far, that there's too much flex in the stock that's causing that gun to shoot even higher than it was designed to shoot. Now, whether or not that's true, I mean, you know, who knows? But you know, like Thomas was saying earlier, a vast majority of people have either had problems with their gun shooting extremely high and or sent it to Benelli, who kind of blows them off and says, well, this shotgun's within specs.
Yeah.
And that actually leads us into another talking point that we have is the customer service aspect.
Yeah, what customer service?
Yeah.
I mean, currently, you still own a Benelli. Not for long, and there's already an agreement that you're not going to own it. But, I mean, you haven't had it in your hands because why?
Because,
and how long?
Yeah, because I've been waiting on Benelli. Now, granted, this last year with the Rona and everything has set some people back. So, I mean, they're not fully to blame, but I've dealt with Benelli in the past, and it seems like they close in December, and they don't open up until February.
Yeah.
And that's a bad time for us during duck season. You know, if something breaks, you want a part to be there fairly quick. You know, it's like this is when we shine, duck season.
And this isn't just regular customer Joe Schmoes with this problem. And we're having gun brokers or the people actually work on the guns. They're literally complaining and telling the customers, us, saying, sorry, your gun's still not fixed.
Yeah.
We're waiting for a part from Benelli, and we can't get it.
My gunsmith is phenomenal. Great guy. It's not his fault. Yeah. You know, I mean, he had that gun taken apart the next day after I'd brought it in. But, yeah,
He's had it for what, 3 months?
2.5 months.
2.5 months now, and Chris still doesn't have the shotgun in his hand for, I mean, it's going to be for the better now.
Yeah.
But.
And then when they sent the right part, it was for a different gun.
Yeah, it was the wrong right part.
Yeah. So.
And then, yeah, another big issue that I see with Benelli as well is, and you deal with this across the board from anything else too, but just their brand name. I mean, their prices, the inflation they have on all guns, plus Benelli is selling you the inflation, plus their inflation, plus their brand name. You're getting the Benelli. Their guns are so expensive, and when you're spending this money, you expect them to shoot straight. And again, I don't know how to over-exaggerate this enough. This isn't just us. I mean, you guys don't believe that, it's the shims. You got to change it. Believe me, not only have we tried this, just do a Google research.
Yeah.
It's all over. There's thousands upon thousands of people having these issues. You can't have this many people having issues, and it's just the shim that fixes it. Otherwise, all the thousands of people would have that shim in there, and there wouldn't be a complaint anymore. So, I mean, yeah, like I said, I don't know how to over-exaggerate the importance of a shotgun that actually shoots accurately, and with how many complaints there are on that issue with this shotgun.
Yeah.
So with that, and the cost of this gun, you're spending high dollar on this gun more than any of the other ones?
Yeah.
And you're not getting a gun that shoots?
Well, you know, and then in my case, and I might be a special circumstance, I completely lost any any trust that I had left in this gun being a reliable shotgun. I got the whole float the bird thing. That wasn't too bad, but when you start breaking pieces in your gun, and like I said, I hope I'm a fluke, especially for you guys out there who went out and bought a Super Black Eagle 3. I hope that I'm the only one that has issues with this shell catch breaking. You know, that because I don't want you guys to have to go through that. But the fact that a $3,400 Super Black Eagle 3 Performance Shop Waterfowl Edition broke after 2 seasons.
And it's been MIA for almost 3 months now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is crazy that you spent that money and you're in an arguably top of the line brand that you're, I mean, yeah, it's just crazy. So now we're talking reliability. The gun doesn't shoot.
The high price.
Yeah, and the reliability, like you said, you were specifically bringing your circumstance into it about that part. But I would like to categorize reliability as you having that gun in your hand. I mean, again, do a search on this. People are sending their guns in the Benelli to fix whether it's the shim kits, whether it's shooting high, whether they're having other issues, but it's all, I mean, more than these other guns. Just search it, and people are saying they're having to send their guns in. So reliability with this gun being in your hands, it's also not happening with the Super Black Eagle 3.
And what I've learned recently is that, so Benelli just launched a Super Black Eagle 3 model of the in a 20 gauge. This is new. Most of the time the 20 gauges have all been like an M2 series. So this is the first Super Black Eagle series in a 20 gauge, and the exact same thing is happening with these guys who just went out and picked up these brand new 20s, is that it's shooting high just like the 12.
Yeah, which it's sounding like it's the exact same design. So I mean, we don't want anyone to spend this money and not buy and have a reliable gun, because it's worthless. It's like you. I mean, you spent $3,400 on the top of the line Benelli gun that you could possibly buy, and it was a complete waste of money.
And I tried so hard to like that gun.
I mean, we have videos showing it. We have videos talking that we liked it. But in each video, you could see that he's almost backtracking a little bit, going, well, there's this issue, but I still like it. And then the next video would be the same thing. But until we finally led to today.
Yeah, I wanted that gun to work so bad. You know, it's a high-end, top-of-the-line shotgun that I spent a lot of money for. You know, this wasn't something that I just threw chump change around to say, oh, you know, I want a Benelli because I want one. I wanted this gun to last. I wanted this gun to last me 5 years, 10 years, 20 years.
You said a lifetime multiple times when I talked to you.
I wanted this.
And it didn't make it 2 years.
No, I wanted this Benelli to be the last high-dollar semi-auto shotgun that I had to buy for a very long time.
And to be honest, not even trying to down anyone, I mean, that's sad. That's sad that somebody has to spend this amount of money on a gun and it not classify to me as a duck hunting gun. It doesn't classify because it's, again, I'm going to say it doesn't shoot at what you aim it at, and it's not reliable. I mean, and you can't trust it. I mean, what else do you need in a shotgun? So,
I mean, it looks nice on a shelf.
Yeah.
It looks great, feels really good. But that doesn't mean anything if it's not reliable.
No.
You know? So, I mean, you know, we don't want to get on a soapbox here and talk all night. You know, we just wanted to try to make this a short, quick video. You know, like when it comes to Benelli, I think they got it right with the H&K Super Black Eagle, the classic. You know, it's a good gun. My dad shot that gun for 25 plus years, and the only thing he's ever had to do with that thing is replace a firing pin. That's a good gun.
It's a very good gun.
You know, I mean, what are your thoughts? Do you think Benelli can recover from this?
I don't, to be honest, I don't think so. I think this Super Black Eagle 3 is the demise of them being, I mean, the front runner. I mean, I'm not going to say their gun was the best gun. It was a good gun. But if you take all things considering that they sold a bunch, their profitability, their name, how many people know who Benelli is. I mean, everyone knows the name Benelli. Mm-hmm. I would say they were on top because of all that. But this gun, I believe, after the word gets out more and more and more, like it is, you could just see it's all over the internet now. I think they're definitely gonna lose a lot of leeway from this. They're going to be knocked down. That they're up here. They're going to be down here, and I don't think they will ever recover back up to that top platform where they're at. Mm-hmm. I think they're not. Obviously, it's Benelli. They're not going to go extinct. They're not going to go bankrupt. Yeah. But I don't think they're going to get to the top ever again.
Yeah. And guys, this is all our opinion. If you have a Benelli that shoots phenomenal, great. You got a good one. You know, we're not experts here by any means. Mm-hmm. You know, we're just letting you guys know what our experiences are with Benelli and recent Benelli purchases. I mean, you know, we both currently own a Benelli shotgun, and yeah, we just wanted to give you guys our little personal insight on this thing.
Yeah, and I even think there's a lot of people out there who don't quite know the issues Benelli has, and they own one. So I don't want you guys to blame it on the gun, but what I'm saying is a tool that's really underused by the hunter is patterning your gun. Go out and pattern your gun, because there might be a lot of hunters out there.
Yeah.
I was one of them for a little bit. I was so confused. Some days I'd be on, some days I wouldn't be. But there's probably a lot of hunters out there that just think they suck at shooting.
Yeah.
When they need to go shoot their gun, because it might not be them.
Yeah, and
go check that Super Black Eagle 3 and see how it's shooting, because it very well might be the shotgun, because we stumbled across stuff like that. And you very well might not be a bad shooter.
I mean, regardless of what shotgun you own, I think it's a good practice just to pattern them. Pattern your, with the choke that you're thinking about running and the shells that you're thinking about running, just to see where you're at. I know official pattern tests call for a 36 by 36 piece of paper and everything like that. I mean, if you've got some big butcher paper and you can do that, cool. But yeah, I mean, if you just throw a target out there, throw it out to 20 yards, throw it out to 40 yards, and just see where you're at, just to give you an idea about your load and your gun combo.
And I think we actually blew past that part. I don't think we quite hit that one home yet. Is how it shot high. We're not just saying it shoots high and complains about it. We're talking Chris and myself, a Super Black Eagle 2 and 3. We're on 100% over.
Yeah.
0 pellets under what we were pointing at.
Yeah. From the point of aim, I think my lowest pellet from my point of aim was maybe 8 inches above my point of aim.
There's an issue, and we're talking, we shimmed them, we shot off tripods, we shot stationary, we did everything to see if it was us.
Yeah.
Nothing changed it. It was 100% over. So, again, goes to the importance of patterning your gun and figure that out, because you very well might not be missing all these ducks. We want you to get as many ducks as possible.
So go out there and shoot them right in the face.
Yeah, so that gun very well could be your issue. When people say don't blame the equipment, blame the person using it.
Yeah.
Well,
operator error.
Yeah, there's actually a chance here. Well, it wasn't the operator. Check your equipment, and
it might be a very slight chance, but there is a slight chance that it's not your guys' fault.
Yeah, at least check it. You might have one that shoots great, which awesome. Keep using it then. But there is a chance. We're just telling you guys, go shoot your guns and pattern them and take a look, because you might be very surprised, just like we were.
Yeah. Well, I think we went on that soapbox a little longer than maybe expected, but I really hope you guys took something from these Benelli series of videos. I apologize that we didn't get some of these later videos out sooner, just with schedules and everything like that. But we're just trying to bring you guys the most upfront and honest piece of information. I mean, we're not sponsored by a shotgun company. If you guys are a shotgun company, we are taking applications.
Yeah.
We're just trying to bring you guys the truth on our experiences and, their opinions, and the internet's full of them. So take it for what it's worth. But we appreciate all the comments, all the likes, the new subscribes, and the everybody's opinion about the gun, or it's just how it is.
Yep. Well, thanks for tuning in, guys. Like he said, like, subscribe, talk to us down in the comments. We'll talk right back.
And these gun series aren't going away, by the way.
No, the new guns there'll be another series. So stay tuned to see what we are shooting, both of us, for the new season coming up. So catch you guys in the next one.